Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to be doing the cosplay horns that I got from Shein. I'm going to be making them into Moxxie's horns because I am cosplaying Moxxie at GalaxyCon for Sunday. So I am going to turn these, well, attempt to turn these into Moxxie's horns. I'm not an artist. I'm not a gifted crafter of any sorts or means. So basically, I'm just gonna wing it. I've never done this before. I've done props in the past, but that was in middle school and early high school. And I am now a senior in college. So this is gonna be really interesting. Getting back into the cosplaying community is really interesting, especially because I'm older now. But yeah, we're gonna be trying to attempt to turn these into Moxxie's horns because we are cosplaying on a budget here, guys. So come with me.
So basically, I just started off by taping off the horns. I basically kind of just looked at pictures of Moxxie's horns and kind of just guesstimated from there. Obviously, my taping job is not the best, but it'll do because in the end product, it actually looked a lot better than what I thought because I could have corrected it with the black paint. But that's what it looks like after I get done taping the horns off. And then I went in with this white paint. It ended up being a really thin paint, and then I put it on this little easel. And then when I pour this paint out, I want you guys to look at how thin it is and liquidy. Then I went in with like a little edge brush and started going in with the first layer of paint. Um, Obviously, when I started painting, I didn't realize that how many layers I was actually going to need for the horns because, as you can tell in the video, it's really, really thin paint. But after like the first layer, I kind of was like, okay, well, it may just need a lot of layers because it's really dark coloring on the horns. So I just put in more layers. Also, I showed off this weird little hole that was in there. I had no idea what that hole was used for or what it was. It's on the same side, like they have the same hole on each side. So I never knew what that was for. But I went in on the other horn and started going down on the first layer. Um, and it was just a lot of layers in this video. There's going to be a lot of layers, but it's just because I used really thin paint in the beginning. And then there's me showing off what it looks like after a couple of layers. Um, I was a little concerned, I'm not gonna lie, but we were just winging it. And then I went in and started putting more layers on it. As you can tell, the tape is starting to fall off a little bit. And I ended up having to fix the horns, of course, because of my terrible taping job. But yeah, honestly, it was just a lot of layers, a lot of time painting, because it was really thin paint. Um, but yeah, at this point, I was watching videos just to keep myself entertained. And then I started going in with the headband and I started painting the headband white because since the wig is white, I don't want it to show that much. So since the wig is white, I thought it would be a really good idea to go in and paint the headband white. As you can tell with this really thin paint, it wasn't going very well. So yeah, but it's okay though. It's a trial and error at this point. And then there's me showing it off again.
this is the end of day 1 of doing this prop. So I've been doing this for about 3.5 hours right now, and I have to get ready to go to work because we gotta pay bills. I'm gonna show you the progress on the Moxxie horns for day 1, and tomorrow I'm gonna continue on this project of mine. This is what the headband looks like right now. It's still pretty patchy. I've put several layers on it, but I think it's because I'm not using fabric paint on it. I'm just using a regular acrylic paint. As you can tell, it's a little splotchy, but it's just day 1, so it's not gonna be perfect on day 1. It's one of the horns we have so far. Obviously, you can tell that the first stripe has a lot of layers of paint. It looks really, really good actually. And then like it slowly starts to fade out because I don't have a lot of time right now. So I kind of crunched it in, but like it looks really good so far. It's like covered. It's so wet. It's got a lot of layers on it. So that's one of the horns. Obviously tomorrow I'm gonna have to hit all of these again. Make sure they are looking really good. The bottom one is actually looking really good. I barely even see that it was black underneath, which is really good because white on like trying to paint white on black is gonna take a lot of layers because it's gonna look like this. If you just do, this is actually 2 layers. This is like 5-6 layers. This is probably 5-4, and then like so on and so forth. But this right here is like 3 layers in the middle. Hold on, it's still wet. Hold on. So this right here is like 3 layers. This is about 4 and 5. And then this is just 2. We have 2 on there. And we have the other horn. It looks pretty much almost the same. The bottom's looking super good. And then it slowly like starts to fade out. There's still like a lot of like little patches like that where like it's just how like the horn was made and everything. So I'm gonna have to like really put a lot of paint into it. But yeah. They're coming along really well, actually. I haven't taken the tape off yet, so we'll see. But since I did white first, I can always fix it with black because it's easier to do lighter colors and then darker colors for me. Others, it may be different, but it's looking pretty good so far. Where the tape is where the black stripes are gonna go. In the middle of it, I actually messed up and had to put a little tape on the tip because I was just going to paint the tip white. But then, of course, you look at the image and you're like, huh, he actually has black tips. So, yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. And then the headband, of course. But yeah, this is day 1. Signing off. It is day 2 of doing Moxxie's horns. And I've made a grave mistake, I guess. I'm not an artist. I'm not a pro at any of this. So we remember the horns from day 1. Yeah, I have a special guest today to tell me how I messed up.
Hi guys.
The artist is going to tell me what I did wrong.
So she was going through my paints. She used the ready mix pouring paint. No, can't do that because this is for pouring onto a canvas.
Oh.
Instead, she should have just used acrylic paint, white. I mean, it's fine. You got them mixed up.
So this is the right paint that you're supposed to use. So the reason why it took 6 to 5 layers is because it's thin.
This is a thicker paint.
So this should not take too long. We should get these results within like 2-3 layers. So thanks for being part of the show. And thanks for informing. I'm not a pro. I already stated this. I'm not a pro, but we're doing the best we can with what we got because we're cosplaying on a budget. This is after 1 layer of the new paint. Look at that. So yeah, that took like nothing. So I'm probably gonna put like a couple more layers on these ones once they dry, but these 2 are pretty set to go. They're pretty solid white. And I'm gonna start with this one. I'll film a little bit of that one, but yeah, this is what we have so far for the new paint. It's looking really good. Isn't it looking really good?
Yes.
She used my service human. She has to make sure everything is in tip-top shape.
Doing amazing, sweetie.
So we took the tape off and the white is dry. There's definitely gonna need some fixing in some places. But yeah, this is what we have so far. Me and Coda have made a discovery that they also look like Blitz's horns as well. But now we're gonna start taping the white so we could go in with the black.
Then at this point, I started going in with the black. Of course, Fred had to come in and say his grace, in the video. So I started going in with the black and I started just smoothing out the edges and everything and making sure that everything was looking pretty even. In order for me to not bang my head against the wall, I basically just took both of the horns and kept lining them up. I know I don't put that in the video, but I did it several times, so I don't want to put that in there, but I basically was just being as careful as I can.
This is the end of day 2 of these Moxxie horns, and we got the black paint on there. I'm gonna probably just do Mod Podge tomorrow, but yeah, this is how they turned out. The black. I think they're looking pretty good. This is the headband. The headband is just completely white. It's plain, but yeah, that's what we have for day 2.
Then for the last and final day, I started off with Mod Podge. As the last step for these horns, I just basically went in and put in a solid layer on each side. Obviously, putting a solid layer on black was going to show a little bit, as you can tell in the video. You can clearly see the Mod Podge right there in the corner. It's kind of silly that it did that, but oh well.
After putting a layer of Mod Podge on each side of the horns, I've come to the conclusion that don't put a lot of Mod Podge on dark colors, because we're going to have to do some touch-ups because I still see the Mod Podge on the horns even though it's completely dry. I just dipped my paint in the tea. God dang it. I'm a true artist now. I've done that. I am a true artist.
Drink it?
No, I just dipped white paint into the tea. I'm not drinking it.
You can barely see it.
Add a little flavor. This is the end of day 3. We have finished the horns and they're looking pretty snazzy, I'm not gonna lie. I decided to put them on the mannequin head with the wig so it kind of looks like what it's gonna look like in the future when I do cosplay. Still looks like Blitz's horns. I still think it looks like Blitz's horns, but it's okay because I'm happy either way. I think they turned out really good. So I put them on the mannequin head. This is the mannequin head from the Shein video with the busted lip. We decided to name the mannequin head Tank Evans. Alrighty guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you want to, and there will be more videos in the future for cosplays, making future props and things like that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and bye guys! She's trying on the hairnet of the wig that it came with.
It's not good.
She looks like a lunch lady. Come, show. Cute. Yes, give us a spin. Give us